It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go on a rainy one at Arrowhead. A little bit of room on the return. We'll begin this next drive at the 28.
Well, I think we both knew, Mike, coming into the game that special teams would play a big role, but I don't think either of us expected it to play itself out on the opening play of the game. I mean, what a return. That would have been something. He takes that all the way. What a start.
Yellow. 40. Hey, 43, 40, 15, 15.
Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 7. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Akeem Davis Gaither there to make the stop.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He's got room to roam. To the pylon, he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Chiefs. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 41-yard line.
Throwing to begin is Richardson. He'll look deep here for Burks. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Indy. Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts come right back to tie it at 7. team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Has an opening, past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
So this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Mahomes now on second down. Now a screen set up for Johnson. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. To the goal line and in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
One mistake.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again,
he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Here's a third down and 4. From the gun, Richardson. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
they were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, well, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. And lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Jaden Hicks on the tackle.
Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 6.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Throwing, Richardson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
The man in motion is Burks.
19.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. That's taken in by Burks. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Colts. That his second touchdown of the game. Numbers 11-12 on the season. The extra point, up and good. And the Colts will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up second and 1 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and a yard. Once again, it's Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part, I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Ready, go!
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he will score! Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense. And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath, but give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go,
In motion is Warren. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Not a great start by this running back here in the first half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
3rd and 10. Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Brings up 4th down and 1.
So, a little extra time to think about what to do on 4th down as we are through quarter number 1. It's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on 4th down.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Attack, attack. Right side.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
He'll hit Kelsey quickly on the RPO. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get it to the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On third down, Mahomes. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Exiting the pocket right. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big time ball.
Check. 70 Rangers, 19 tight, 19 tight.
In motion is Warren.
60 Maverick. Ready?
A run with Taylor. Open space to the 35. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line.
That's good.
22 yards to pick up there. First down, Indianapolis.
First down, Indianapolis.
Here we go. Check, bounce, Cowboy 80. Ready?
Now Richardson. Over in a flash, and he lost the football. I believe the Colts were in there to retain possession. Yes, Indianapolis will hold on to the football.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Ready?
They put Wilson in motion.
60 Bison.
A second down throw for Richardson. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On third down, here's a run by Taylor. And they go backwards here again. The defense stands tall, and it's fourth down.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
On for the Colts field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Colts going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Come on, 80. Spartan.
Play action here. Mahomes, he's going to let this one go for Worthy. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. 67 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. I call it fire. Come back. Attack, attack. Let's get that touch.
Throwing is Mahomes. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
The coverage right there, and it's knocked away, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark us out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal. They'll go with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark them short.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Don't jump. Ready? Green 19, get that. Right.
Looks like a design run here with Fields. He will do it himself. He's in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs cut the lead to 3, 24-21.
Harrison Butker, the kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
18, 18. Get it. Liking 18. Ready.
Richardson going to look to throw. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On second down, Richardson. That one incomplete. His job is textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And When you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a...
Oh, looks like he had the first down, but the ball is out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Cougar 19.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10.
Gain of 16 yards.
Throwing is Richardson.
First down.
Catch made there by Burks. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 5. Looking to throw. Richardson. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Richardson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
So, on fourth down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20.
High down these two. High down these two. Hey, 57, color. Hey, Ripley. Yellow.
On first and 10, it's Mahomes. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 85 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs have taken a 4-point advantage.
24. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Noel Williams is there to bring him down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
One final throw before the break. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. A short one taken at the 10. Now a hit, and he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Got it. Ready? Get it.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On the ready.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
From the gun, Richardson. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
17 yards.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
48-yard line.
Ready. Break. Ready.
On play action, Richardson. Throw on the run is complete. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He's got it. That's Burks. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down. On the give, this is Taylor. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
That one into the hands of Downs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Come on.
They put Wilson in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 35-yard line.
first and 10. Here comes Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Try again. It's second and 10. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And some good blocking, springing a gain of 9 as we get to third down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
15, 15.
They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And he will have the Chiefs first down. Able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and 2.
Well, Mike, I think our namesake, John Madden, will be very proud of this one. 3rd and inches. Let's just go old school, man. Give it to our fullback and let him pound his way up there, pick up the first down.
Yellow. Yellow.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. Off balance throw. It's complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
Easy.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Sauce Gardner. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Pack all 80. Pack the 60. Pack the 60.
Here's Taylor. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Chris Jones, the All-Pro. They're on the tackle. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. In motion is Warren.
Seven Pirates.
Out of the shotgun. Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs will take over here just past the 30. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9.
Fight on these two.
Now a give to Walker, running right, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. To throw is Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of LSU. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20s. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
Hold ready.
And the Colts first down.
Ready. Ready.
Here's Richardson. To the left side, taken in by down. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain. That's a 4.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you can see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Yellow. On the line. 15.
Here's a handoff to Walker. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 5.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. DeForest Buckner. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you had a
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before third down. Now, Mahomes. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, it's Matt Araiza to punt for KC. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first down, it's Richardson. He'll look deep here for Brooks. And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
They'll run here with Taylor. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
The man in motion is Burks.
Hey, Cash. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here comes Smith on the return. And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line.
To a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich of these, bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these.
This is first and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's second down.
Yellow. 15.
They go with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. Holmes fakes the give and keeps it himself. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. That's taken in, and he will be out of bounds right around the 35. It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with first and 10. Now Walker, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. Here's the space past the 25. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, 43.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Pushed out to his left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here is second and 7.
Attack!
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one swung out wide to Walker. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Here's Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will up the lead to 5.
The score, Chiefs 35, Colts 30. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's first down.
19 tight. 2. 70 Timberwolves. Panther 11. Ready, right?
Richardson to throw. Over the middle, he's got Warren. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Well, they do indeed get the timeout, so not all is lost. They will have a chance for one final fling to the end zone.
At the 49-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. Headed left, buying time. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious, as we say,